say that I love making videos about mistakes, but I don't dislike it either. While I do publish these videos for public consumption, they are as much for my own review and improvement as they are for others to view. Today's video is a couple different flights cut together. As a preface, I make a habit out of using written checklists for critical operations like preparing for takeoff, cruise setup, descent, etc. That still doesn't mean that everything gets done perfectly. Sometimes a door pops open on takeoff. This is the second time this has ever occurred to me. The first time it happened to my flight instructor had intentionally opened the door to practice distractions. I spent a portion of this flight flying a racetrack pattern east of Salt Lake City in order to validate some work done to the plane. Let's talk about videos while we're doing this. I use GoPro footage to analyze my flying, identify things that went well, things that went poorly. You'll see a landing that goes poorly later. I also use the footage to develop performance tables for my plane for comparison with book figures. I am particularly interested in real-world takeoff numbers since I'm frequently flying when the density altitude is over 7,000 feet in the summer. I like a lot of things about this plane, but the official performance information was written down in the early 60s and hasn't been updated much since. It would be foolish to do anything but record and validate my own numbers for comparison. The very last use of these videos is creating YouTube content. Someday I'll get more and more better cameras. For the moment though, a single camera suffices. I included a long section of the approach to Malad, Idaho, because of how I flew in. I approached from the southwest over the Samaria Mountains, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, instead of flying directly up I-15. This meant I was high relative to ground level and had to do some turns west of the field to lose altitude. You can see some mountain ranges to the west, north, and even east of the field. Malad is in something of a valley. The transition from the dry, high west mountains to green fields in the valley containing Malad is striking. The landing here at Malad is a demonstration of what happens when you jerk the control back abruptly in ground effect. Instead of a smooth landing, the plane stays airborne, probably a few inches off the ground, until the wing loses lift resulting in a somewhat rough landing. The better approach here would have been a smoother application of control movement that wouldn't have resulted in the visible balloon in the video just prior to touchdown. It probably would have still been rough because the runway at Malad is, well, rough. A little more talking in this video. I hope you all enjoyed. Our next video will be short and will detail a southbound transition around Salt Lake International Airport's airspace known as the Mountain Road Transition. Thanks all.